when we say the use of the mind, that means we are not using the brain.
They're two different things, and
There are two different things.
The mind is a memory.
Okay. How the brain function? We say the brain will capture all the data received by the five senses. So especially the senses by the sight and the hearing. So for example, we read books and then we understand this. The author is talking about something. So when we understand what the author said, then it get registered in the mind, in the brain, as memory. Then when somebody else come and tell you about something related to that subject, what you do is you compare with the memory you have. You bring that memory out, you compare. Oh yeah, last time the teacher was talking about the same thing. So you are actually comparing the whatever challenges come with the memory. Okay, so whatever in the brain as memory, they are all historical records.
dah lepas. Okay.
Dah lepas lah, historical records. For example, another example.
Yeah.
You have a friend.
That's named Akash.
So you been with this friend say 3 years already. So you basically know what dia punya personality, what she like, what she doesn't like. Basically you know. So that knowledge is captured in your brain.
Yeah.
Okay? That knowledge is captured in your brain. And then 10 years later, or maybe 20 years later, you meet up again with that person. Instantly, you will recollect the memory, what you
baru jumpa hari tu.
what you think of her during 20 years ago, not realizing she could change, because over 20 years the person may change.
Jadi a new person.
Jadi a new person, jadi
A better or bad.
Kita kena
pendakwa
try
ke.
friend dia
Sometimes kan
balik.
when you meet that person, tak sangka betul lah dia he become a good scientist now, something like that. Masa sekolah dia tak suka betul chemistry.
Masa sekolah dia always pun cut paper.
So people change. Jadi you cannot rely
Kira memory sangat.
on the memory sangat. You cannot rely. You must have new inputs. That means how to get new inputs.
To learn every day new things.
To get new input is you must observe that person as is where is. That means you observe dia, whatever character, whatever attitude, the current state of person. That means you are not relying on your memory. You are relying on your eyesight. You are relying on your hearing. Okay, that's how you update. Basically, you update your memory, right? So when you look at a person, you look at him as is where is, not look at him based on the memory. Okay. So when you look at a person or at a problem as is where is, then the resolution atau how to solve that problem, the solution become fresh solution. It is not based on memory.
And tak false lah.
It's not false. It's not fake. It's not false. It's true. Dia punya current situation memang like that. Okay. So jadi for example during school days, that person maybe suka curi-curi orang punya duit ke. So now when you look at him at this current moment, then you can see whether he has changed or not. So then your conversation with him, your whatever ideas or what you want to talk to him would be based on the current situation, not the old historical situation. The same thing with reading Quran. Okay, reading Quran. When we read the verses of the Quran, it always reflects what the teacher said last time. When I was in school, the teacher also said the same thing. When for example, when I went to the mosque, I heard the scholar also said about the same thing. So that one is based on memory. But now what we're saying is, when we read the Quran, we must understand the verse as is where is. That means we are not basing on memory. We are basing on what the Quran is suggesting, its own meaning. Same thing when you read the books. When you read science book, you read the paragraph, then you try to understand what the paragraph mean. Bukannya you read that paragraph, but understanding you based on what from the past. So sometimes when, for example, when you read magazine, there's always new thing people write. So if you based on your memory, then you lose that new thing. You did not catch that new thing. We are looking at now situation. Okay, we always say now.
So history tak ada use.
History ada.
Historical record ni,
Tak ada use lah.
it can give you a guideline, but you cannot use historical record tu sebagai the determining factor.
Tak boleh percaya 100%.
You must evaluate. So for example, when you read the ayat Quran also, then you say, okay, Ustaz ni say like that, but then the verse say different thing. The verse may say different thing, because many people understood the Quran differently, because whenever they read the Quran, the verses, the understanding, the meaning is always based on memory. Memory tu, for example, I remember what my father say, I remember what my auntie say, then it is not based on what the Quran say. Okay, can you do that?
Yeah, I can try.